First of all, I just want to say don't limit how God can talk to you because he can speak to you in so many ways, okay? Today the Lord spoke to me through an episode of Veggie Tales. My kids were watching a Christian cartoon called Veggie Tales this morning. And after I got out of the shower, I just sat down and I was glued to the laptop. Like what they were watching, I was glued to. And the Lord was not allowing me to get up to move. So I was stuck just watching this episode, and it was called The Rumor Wheat. And in this episode of VeggieTales, it all started off with a really small rumor, like this little weed. It was like a plant, like a weed. It was a weed, the rumor weed. And it started off as a small weed. And it was a small weed that went around town spreading this rumor. And I'm like, I don't know where the Lord is going with this, but okay, so I'm just going with him. Okay. So this little rumor weed, started, calling someone a robot. And I had a bad dream about robots last night. I don't even want to talk about robots, but so that small rumor about the guy or the rumor weed calling somebody a robot just like got so big, and everyone believed it. And the Lord, like, he was allowed to, the Lord allowed that rumor to get so huge. The Lord allowed that rumor to get so huge because the rumor weed had went from being such a small little weed to a big, massive weed. And the whole town at the end of the story was looking at this weed in the sky, so huge. And at the end, the Lord allowed the weed to get so big and that it exposed, like he ended up exposing the rumor weed to everybody. Like the weed that was spreading the rumor, everybody eventually found out. Pretty much everybody in town, like, that heard about this rumor found out that the weed excuse me, that the weed was lying. And then at the end of the story, the rumor weed died, and it was like this big, and it was covered with beautiful flowers. It died and it was covered with beautiful flowers. And the head of the rumor weed turned into like this flower. So what this analogy that the Lord gave me was, there's a rumor that's going around about us chosen ones. Sometimes like our enemies spread false rumors about it. But he's going to allow this rumor to get so big and so massive that the person that is spreading the rumor is going to be publicly shown as a liar. So get through whatever it is that you're going through and let God vindicate you publicly. Talk soon.